the second problem of the practical file which I have sent. So they have given the set of x and y values, some cost and overhead expenses, some vehicles I guess. They have asked you to compute the coefficient of correlation, the regression lines, as well as have to estimate the value of x when y is equal to 22. So these are the given y values, these are the x values. Compute x into y, x square, y square. So we know that to compute the correlation as well as the regression coefficients, when we have the raw data x and y, we need the totals of x, y, x into y, x square and y square. So compute the required statistics and estimate the total sigma x, sigma y, sigma xy, sigma x square, sigma y square. Now to find the regression lines, we also need the means of x and y. So after computing the totals, we'll compute x bar as well as y bar. X bar is total of x by n, which is equal to 1080 divided by number of observations, which is 9 in this case. So 1080 by 9 gives you 120. Similarly, sigma y is 153, n is 9, sigma y by n, 153 by 9 gives you 17. So next we have to compute the coefficient of correlation. So the Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation R is equal to n sigma xy minus sigma x sigma y divided by square root of n sigma x square minus sigma x whole square, n sigma y square minus sigma y whole square. So substitute the value of n, the totals here, simplify, observe R is equal to 0.6928. So I have already sent you the video regarding the computation of Karl Pearson correlation in problem 1. So you could refer those things and compute the coefficient of correlation. Now coming to the regression. So the things which we require to compute the regression lines are the regression coefficients as well as the means. So we are done with the means. Now we'll estimate the regression coefficients. So regression coefficient x on y as well as y on x. X on y is the coefficient required for the regression line x on y. Y regression coefficient of y on x is required to estimate the regression line of y on x. So when I write bxy, y is the second term here, so the denominator contains the terms with y, and here I have byx, so the denominator, the denominator formula contains the terms with x. N sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y divided by n sigma y square minus sigma y whole square. Substituting the totals, we have 9 into 18600 minus 1080 into 153 divided by n sigma y square. So it is sigma y square, that is the total of y square, 2621. So 9 into 2621 minus sigma y whole square. Sigma y is 153 square. Now simplify this, that will give you bxy as 12. Similarly, computing the regression coefficient of y on x, n sigma xy minus sigma x sigma y divided by n sigma x square minus sigma x whole square. This will be 9 into 18,600 minus 1,080,153 divided by 9 into sigma x square. Sigma x square is 135,600 minus sigma x whole square. Sigma x is 1080. The square of that will be 1080 square. Now simplify this, you will observe that the regression coefficient byx is 0.04. Now you could easily verify the properties here. Both the regression coefficients will have same sign. We observed that the first one is positive. Obviously the second one must also be positive, and the sign of R must also be same as those. So that is also plus. Now you could verify whether your R is correct or wrong. We know that R is the geometric mean of the regression coefficient. So when you multiply these two coefficients and take square root, you will get the value of R. So that is how you can cross check whether the things are correct. Now once you estimate the regression lines, the other property is that if one of the coefficient takes a value more than 1, the other one necessarily has to be less than 1. So we have bxy as 12, which is more than 1. Therefore, we get byx to be less than or equal to less than 1, strictly less than 1. Greater than 1 is to be strictly less than 1. Now, after estimating or finding the regression coefficients, now we will try to obtain the lines of regression. Now, first line of regression is regression line of x on y. So, if you remember x on y, x will be on the left hand side. Then you will have the coefficient of x on y, which is bxy, into y minus y bar plus x bar. So your x and y are the variables, they remain as it is in the equation. You will substitute for bxy, y bar as well as x bar. So when I do that, I will get x is equal to 12 into y minus y bar, which is 17, plus x bar, which is 120. Now when I simplify this, I'll get 12y minus 12 into 17, which is 204 plus 120, minus 204 plus 120 reduces to minus 18. So we have the regression equation x is equal to 12y minus 84. Now they have asked us to estimate the value of x when y is equal to 12. So if you want to estimate x for a known value of y, you should use regression equation of x on y. If you want to estimate y for a known value of x, then you have to use the regression equation of y on x. So you will have the equation, we have the equation as x is equal to 12y minus 84. Just substitute the value of y in place of y. The observed value is 22. So when I do that, I'll get 12 into 22 minus 84, which is 180. And in the question, we have the unit. X is the overhead expense in thousands of rupees. So I have to attach the unit. So x is equal to 180,000 of rupees. Now similarly, compute the regression line of y on x. Regression line of y on x, y will be on the left hand side, is equal to regression coefficient of y on x, which is byx into x minus x bar plus y bar. So substituting the values, I'll get y equals 0.04 into x minus 120 plus 70. Now expand and simplify this. Y is equal to 0.04x minus 0.04 into 120. It would come to 48, 4.8 I guess, plus 17. Simplify that will give you the regression line of y on x. So if you have formulas, doubt regarding the formulas, the concepts, you please go through the YouTube video whose link have been shared with you, and also go through the chapters of analysis of univariate data as well as analysis of bivariate data in the first PUC book, which I have made you download.